story. The old woman who lived in a vinegar bottle. There was once a tiny old woman who lived in a vinegar bottle. It was a tiny house with a tiny bed in which the little old woman slept with her knees pulled up right under her chin. Every day the old woman sat outside and complained about her house. "Oh, what a pity that I have to live in a house such as this. I want a proper little house with wooden walls and a real roof and neighbors to talk to." Just then a fairy was passing by and she thought, "Poor old woman, I think I can help her." The fairy flew across to the old woman and said, "Turn around 3 times before you go to bed tonight. Tomorrow you will see what you will see." And off she flew. "I suppose I can try it," the old woman thought, and before she went to bed, she first turned around 3 times. When she woke up the next morning, she heard people talking and calling to each other. And there she was in a proper little house with wooden walls and a real roof and neighbors to talk to. A few months later, the fairy was passing by again, and there was the old woman sitting outside her little house. And what did the fairy hear? "Oh, what a pity that I should have to live in a house such as this. I should be living in a big house on a hill with a servant to do all the work and no neighbors to make a noise. Well, what should I do now?" thought the fairy, and spoke to the old woman as before. When the old woman went to bed, she turned around 3 times and got into bed. The next morning, when she woke up, she was sure she would find herself in a house on a hill. But where was she? She was back in the vinegar bottle. But, she cried out when she saw the fairy watching her. "And here you will stay," said the fairy. "Happiness comes from the heart and not from the house."